Somewhere near the center of Palermo in Sicily, there is an old amusement park. You should wander around. Just a side shooting gallery there, with an old funny looking statue of a grotesque face. Don't try to get close to it yet. As soon as you're about to touch it, no matter how hard you try, you'll suddenly change your mind. Go to the shooting gallery and pay the clerk for the games. It will cost you a equivalent of $10 in total. It doesn't matter how much you score. As long as you finish the second in game and keep the fun and don't shoot again. The clerk will ask you for his gun back, but you must ask him to try the mouth of truth instead. After he agrees, you'll be able to approach this small statue, but put your hand in its mouth, up to your wrist. A small crowd will gather around you. After a few seconds, the eyes will light and the hand will be blocked, and as if the statue asks you a question about a secret or embarrassing fact of your life, even something you're ashamed of. You must answer this question truthfully and out loud, regardless of the people watching you. If you answer correctly, some will be shocked, others will be amused by the truth, and your hand will be released. The following 2 or 3 weeks, you will feel somewhat different. You will see the same light of the statue in your eyes, and you will notice people feeling a bit uneasy when talking to you. That'll be a simple reason. None will be able to talk to you. This effect is the blessing, will about last a year, and after it's worn out, you will be able to redo this again. Don't answer the statue with a lie. Inner mechanism will clamp your fingers and you'll pass out from the shock. When you wake up just outside the park, you won't be able to enter it ever again. When you go back home in the morning afterwards, you'll feel something strange in your hand put in the statue's mouth. You'll find that your pinky is missing. There will be no cuts or wounds, just as flesh where your finger used to be. Throughout the days, each morning you'll wake up with one of your fingers gone. On the 11th or 12th morning, your toes will start missing. You should try and ask for help. People will laugh at you and tell you you've always been a liar. But by a month, you'll have no appendages, no nose, no ears, eyes, lips, etc. All you'll be able to do around your stumpy limbs, and when your limbs start to disappear too, you'll be left whatever you slept as a human stump until starvation and decay get the better of you. If you answer truthfully, but keep your voice low, in that moment for the rest of your life, you'll be just a big liar, and every time you try to tell the truth, your voice will be cut off by a slight hissing sound will come out. And that, my pretties, was The Mouth of Truth, a creepypasta. My final thoughts on the story? Well, it's actually a pretty good one. I personally really thought it was a really enjoyable story. It was a really interesting concept. I do personally think that this story does deserve a pretty good amount of praise, and it gets. I have seen a few narrators actually narrated this story, so I thought maybe I should go ahead with this story. So, anyways, with that being said, I personally enjoyed this story. I thought it was a good one. So, with that being said and that being the case, it's a good one. I recommend it for any of you guys who are wondering. It's a pretty good story. I personally enjoyed it. So, with that being said and that being the case, I personally like this story. So, yeah, it's a really great story. I like it. It's pretty good for what it is. So, I guess with that being said, yeah, some of it was a little confusing, but I'm also quite shocking of how well this story became. And this story is just definitely one of those really great stories that I've seen before. Um, I personally liked it. I thought it was a good story. I thought it was well made in detail, and I personally enjoyed it. So, anyways, with that being said and that being the case, like I'm going to say, to the author of the story, I can't seem to find out who you are. So if you happen to be the author of the story, please let me know in the comments below. So then that way I'll be sure to give you proper credit. So, anyways, with that being said, and that being the case, like I said before, this is just simply my own personal opinion, and if you happen to disagree with me, that's perfectly fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions regards to these creepypastas, and this is just my own personal thoughts. I personally recommend this story. It's a really fun one. It's definitely a great concept. I personally enjoyed it. So, with that being said, and that being the case, what did you guys personally think of this story? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Also, what we have done person to help make this story a lot better. Feel free to leave me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm the Lion Queen. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and if you're new to my channel, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new, ring the bell for notifications when I upload, so that way you guys will not miss an upload. And as always, please roll the outro because I'm out.